Mike Corliss with Tormach. Today I'm going to talk about mounting a magnetic chuck onto the surface grinder and then how to dress the chuck. You're going to be grinding the surface of the chuck, so you want to pull the fence off because that's just going to be in your way anyway. And you want to clean off the back. There, that's nice and clean and flat. And then you want to do the same to the machine table. Give them both just a little shot of oil. If you get coolant under your magnetic chuck, it'll start to rust, and then your magnet will grow, and you'll have a hard time getting parts to stay flat. So just give it a coat of oil. And then center it with the ground pad on the grinder. Now I'm going to need an indicator, because I got to indicate the chuck in. So now we got the chuck square with the travel of the machine. Now we got to dress our wheel, and then we can dust the top of our magnet so it's square and level with the machine. When you're dressing the wheel to grind the chuck, use a pretty rapid crossfeed. It leaves a more open grind, and the wheel will grind cooler and it won't load up as much. You're not looking for a super good finish, you're just more worried that the soft chuck material will load up the wheel, and if that happens, then it heats up and it warps your chuck. Okay, so now we got the magnet clamp down. I adjusted the travel limits so we can dress the whole chuck. Now we got to come down so we just touch the magnet. I want to go through by hand first. Make sure we clear. Okay, that looks good. And then for the mode, when I'm touching off, I have it in the straight line mode, so it's only going to move the table in X. Turn my speed down, start the table, and then bring my speed up. And once I have the table going back and forth, then I can bring the wheel down to just about touches. So I'm going to stop it. Jack the wheel off. If you don't have a coolant system set up on your surface grinder, if you don't have a mister set up on it, I use vegetable shortening. That'll keep the wheel from loading up, and all you got to do is just put a thin film on it. We'll use the step over mode, this guy here, because we want it to step over while the wheel is off the magnet. And then this first pass, seeing I really don't know how flat the magnet is, I'll just keep my hand up on the Z. If it starts to hit pretty hard, I can just raise the wheel. Now you can see how it's just cleaned up on the outside here, all the way around. And you just got to keep stepping it down until it's all cleaned up. You don't want to take very much, because the problem with dressing it, the magnets are really soft. And if you try taking too much, your wheel will load up and heat up the magnet. And then your magnet gets distorted and you have a hard time grinding workpieces flat. The other thing is, make sure you get your magnet turned on before you grind it. Usually I'll drop it about 1/2 That's what I like to take off when I'm dressing a magnet. And then I'll take a couple of phantom passes after I get it all cleaned up. I'll let it cycle back and forth 3 or 4 times and take the spring and make sure there's no heat into it. If you're real careful, you don't have to dress your magnet so much. If you get a lot of sharp edges and you're scratching your magnet quite a bit, just the stoning, your magnet's not going to be flat anymore, and then you have to redress it more often. There's no real set time. You just kind of go until you either notice your workpieces aren't flat, throw an indicator on it, see if it looks like you got a washout or what. But that's how you know if you got to redress it.